Lando, Kyla, Lucas. No, yo, no me. Wait, what? Animazor. Lando was the first out of all of you. He just snuck in according to my bot. Hey, it's Cryptic, my boy. I can wait, get where no is first. That is true. Not one to mess with. Ooh. Want to get slightly above that one. Okay. Oh. Not the best clear, but we're fine. Ooh. Tried to see if I could, like, reset that around, but that didn't work. How's job going? I had my 3rd interview today, and they asked me about what salary I would like, so that feels like a pretty good indication that they're thinking more concretely. They said they'll be in touch with me by sometime maybe early next week or sooner, so... Because they said we'll talk to you soon, and then they called me the very next day to talk about my interview when this last week, so I don't know what they're going to do this time around. So far, job would be pretty cool. I'm also kind of interested that they said salary, because last time they were like, hey, this is probably, like, when I first talked to CEO, it went from like, we're not going to do salary because we're just going to start you out on commission only for sales, and then you got to prove yourself or whatever. And so I was like, oh, maybe that's what they're trying to do or something. But the fact that he asks about maybe not a salary, but he's like, what do you need to make this worth it for you? Like, at least shows that they're thinking about things somewhat constructively. Do you know 110 Upton? Yeah, that's my boy. I've known him for a while. And we're like mutuals on a couple of social medias, I know. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think he'd get there in time. Star Wars Fit goes crazy? Yeah, I was checking my email before I went live, and 4 days ago they sent me a code for this stuff, and I was like, oh, cool. Finally get downloading the tower down with the other guys helping, and he quit yesterday, so now I have to work with a new guy. Oh, that's fun. Great to, we love retraining employees. Always the best part of a job. That involves a lot of coordination. I'm surprised you went for that, considering Cryptic is right next to him. Also hoping Shepard hit down line. Ah, man, I couldn't get above that. I probably could have, I just didn't. Were you trying to work? There is a company that one of my YouTube viewers actually put me on to. They apparently are kind of interested in the trying to sales positions over in Texas. So they're exploring that possibility with me, potentially. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about the company just for privacy reasons, but... Shepard? Nice. Okay, nice. You're good. That's cool. Kind of crazy. Trash game. I believe it, Shaq. Hello. I live. How you doing? Hello, Brainlet. I'm doing all right. Today's a good day. I had a good interview. I'd say like an A-, low A interview. I think I had like one moment where I wasn't sure if the CEO was like vibing with what I said, but director of sales, I gave him an answer for a problem, and he says that's actually one of the best answers I've heard someone give that question. So I was like, good. So potentially, if that keeps going, my streak of never failing to get a job after interviewing for it might continue. I'm telling you, chat, vibes go crazy in job searching. Yeah, that's embarrassing. I called it and I didn't have it. NK, thank you for the 31 months. Did you elbow Kubler for me? I did not elbow, but you should have texted me that though. In fact, this summer I'm working at a local car wash and I'll be 16 at the time I work there. I'm going to choose all my savings to try to get a car. But pick me a Honda Civic. Buddy, that's going to take a lot of money to get that car nowadays. Cars are very overpriced. Hopefully you are able to save that up. That'd be nice. My fault? Yeah. Honestly, it was super funny, Shaq, because he actually had his... apparently when like the one of the women in like that were organizing the event, they asked Kublu like, hey, what's your name for the back of the jersey? And they're like, he's like, oh, like username? And they're just like, oh, well, like your last name. So he gave them his last name instead. So every other player, like Slick Mike and Aoka, had the New Jersey. But every time I looked over there, I'm like, oh wait, Army Esports. I bet Kublu's over there. And I look, and it's not his name. And I'm like, oh man, who the heck is this bum? Because I was just like, who's this bum? Why is Kublu out here? And then when he gets on stage, I for the first time that weekend, I saw his like actual face instead of the back of his jersey. I was like, wait, that is him. And I got super hyped. No, like, it's lame they didn't fly him out. It was also kind of goofy because like they scheduled this show match. It was like the actual Army team versus Army West Point. And the West Point team was like 1 GC, like a C2 and whatever. And I'm like, Aoka, Slick Mike, and Kubler are all SSL. So this could be a bloodbath. And it was $19,000. That's how much I'll try to save up. Buddy, I would say you don't need to save up $90,000. If you've never bought a car before, you should probably be looking into probably like leasing a car. And that way you won't have to spend $19,000, buddy. You'll put a down payment, which is essentially a section of your car, and then you'll pay off it through monthly payments on the rest. No, Sheppy Poo. 10,000 down. Yeah, I mean, if you actually have that much money, I would say get it as large of down payment, but do not think that you have to pay off. You have to pay $20,000 right up front. Like, that's stuff that'll get taken care of over time through your payment. Just know that you actually have to pay a little bit more than the cost of the car because the rest of the payment comes with interest. I'm not sure if you know what that is, since you're a little bit younger, and I don't know how much they teach you, like, financial stuff. That sounds better, actually? Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about too much about that. It also frees up money for you to do other stuff, which is cool. Also, Kubo's tall in person, Jack. I was surprised about that. I thought Kubo was like 4'2". 20% interest. I mean, if you're co-signing with your parent and they have good credit, maybe you can get a little lower, but hopefully it's not 20% interest. That'd be insane. But yeah, if you're paying for this entirely by yourself, you probably have no credit. So it means you're probably gonna get gutted for that. No! I knew that was bar and I wanted to see if I could read it. He's been flexing, he's 6'2". I mean, he feels that tall. No! Oh, I thought that bounce would be a lot better. Well, horrible recovery by me. Oof. So it's the latest. I had my 3rd interview at the job. I think it went well. I was told via a leak that apparently the guy who's going to be my potential boss, if I get it, he likes me. And maybe that's going to be enough, but maybe not, you know? COVID moved my 720 down to 510. Oh, I believe that, yeah. I got decimated in COVID as well. Man. Bye! Cryptic, my boy! I wanna party up with Cryptic. I didn't realize he was down here. Slumming it with me. Now with this job, I'm gonna build it faster. That's the goal, honestly, when I'm starting to farm money again. Just start aggressively paying down that debt, get my credit score back to like an elite level. Yay, my boy. Me and Taco will forever start a conversation with whether we dapping or fist bumping into. Yeah, that's true. We were like, when I saw you at land, I kind of went for that. And then your hand was a little lower, and then mine went lower, but I was like, I should have locked in for like the dap. And then we just ended up doing like kind of a shake and then also like bring it in. That was not that was not smooth, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna dap you up again after the Smash series, but I figured you guys in the UTA program were gonna be pretty broken up after that. Hey guys, this University of Texas at Arlington, the hometown team at the Collegiate LAN I was in, just barely, dude, lost the Smash final. Those guys were emotional after that, and I don't blame them. They were basically going against a squad of like pros. And I actually almost pulled it off. I think it was like 3 stocks to 1 stock at the end. How tall was the guy? What guy? Kublu? Well, I mean, he's from my Twitch chat. He's someone I've known for like years. And I've cast him online, but that was the first time I've ever met him in person. I was supposed to meet him online for a cast a while back in Hawaii, but they didn't fly us out for that. And now you start with a credit card, 200 in a minute, and I'm already a good start for me. Yes, that is a good start. Yeah, I would suggest, honestly, especially if like a rewards card, pay for a lot of stuff with your credit card, but make sure you pay off it large stuff immediately. Everything else you can pay off like a little bit. You want to carry like a little bit of credit on your card in the beginning because they want to know that you're actually using it. So carry over like 20 to 30% of the total limit usually. Like keep it around there. Do not let it get higher than that. Otherwise your interest is going to eat you alive. That's how everyone does it. I'll just pay it down later, buddy. When you're at higher levels of credit cards, when you get credit limit increases, if you cap that card out, my God, you're going to pay off that card and then immediately get 200 and you're going to put a $300 payment into a credit card and then you're going to get an interest check for 220 right back on top of it. So just carry over interest. As in like, if you're trying to build credit in the beginning, you should be using at least like 20 to 30% of your credit limit. You should be like holding that on the card because it'll help you build it faster. But you got to be really diligent about it. Like don't just let stuff hang on there. Like if you want to keep it low and keep it risk-free, sure, it'll just build your credit slower. You should have like kind of that revolving credit. I'm not queuing. Oh my God. Wait, I am queuing. Wait, I could have sworn I wasn't. Okay, chat, I'm hallucinating. Financial advice, bro. I mean, for like a 16-year-old trying to build credit, you want to make sure your credit's pretty good. Good credit card, credit limit can be really helpful, but then on top of that, a good credit score can like open a lot of doors when you're trying to get like loans in the future, or more importantly, if you're trying to actually buy stuff. The worst advice, bro, you're not even able to qualify for a credit card. You keep all your money in a mattress. I don't want to hear it. It builds fine paying it off. I'm just saying, if you're trying to do it quickly, that's the way to do it. But if you want to, yeah, just pay it off every month and go for it. I'm not opposed to either. I think for someone, if they just want to be careful, it's probably easier just to do what I did and have a rewards card and then just pay for literally everything with a card and then just go to your debit and immediately pay it off, like immediately right after. Either buy crypto with everything, you don't have to keep everything in checking so you don't overdraft. Exactly. Remember, 60% into Bitcoin, 30% into Ethereum, 10% into your checking. That's all you need. So, is there no more GC3 in the entirety of the US? Did you hack my bank accounts? I just know how you save, Zig. You seem like a Bitcoin guy. That one gave him advantage of it a lot. Yes, it did, NK. Remember to buy $ZIG, chat. Baby, I miss you. Oh, hello, Ahmed. I don't know if I can answer that the same way, but... Wow, that guy was slow. All Alright, I bonked him. Now I gotta lie, this the red lightsaber boost kind of goes hard. Oh man. If I didn't keep boosting right after that first contact, that's probably mine. Okay, no double there. What can I do? You look great. Oh, well, thank you. I feel great. I got a haircut before my land. I'm not sure if I streamed before after I got my haircut, so I don't know if you guys have seen the new cut. I think I did. You both missed? No. We both pre-scored. %99 gambling. Elias tweeting from a wheelchair after his sports bookie is not letting him off the hook. Because he accidentally gambled on whether or not how long of a pause the national anthem singer would take in the last NHL game to get through land of the free. And he's like, damn it! I bet over 1.5 seconds. Imagine money for wheelchairs. That's the life. Stream was the 1K drop. That was actually the craziest stream of my life. Tweeting that to my buddies and just being like, yo, you will not believe the first hour and a half of this stream. That was funny how both of us turned around like 3 times on that one because we weren't sure where to be. Hell yeah, let's go, bang. The only crypto I ever invested was Doge because I just wanted to see if I could get a little profit out of it, and then I sold. I think I ended up with like $500 positive out of Doge. Probably could add more, but I sold it right before SNL because I knew he was going to blow it up. I knew he was going to F it up that way. And then he did. I think I got out at like 56 or something like that, and I think it capped at like a high of like 72 or something before it died. Any idea how much it was? I want to say it was like 56. I bought it at like... I don't know the math on that. I just bought a bunch because like when I bought it, it was like less than a cent. Maybe not less than a cent, but it was okay. It was a good price. I just remember my cash being plus 500. Most you ever made on stream? If it wasn't last stream, it was very similar in terms of most made. Kyle dropped 1,000, and then we had a Zig drop in another. I think we finished with 15 and a half. I think that might be the record. 71 was the 75. Yeah, I remember getting to near 70, and a part of me was, of course, like, whatever. But personally, I'm someone who'd rather take the profit and not think about the FOMO. Because I'm very risk avoidant. I don't like going for the home run. I'd rather just take the single, the double, etc., you know? Like, hey, I'm positive, that's all that matters, move on. Obviously, the only true FOMO kicks in if, like, I sold it at, like, 50 cents, and then it went up to, like, $7, and then you're like, oh, crap. God. But I'm like, I had so little faith in Elon Musk. I was like, he's definitely gonna find a way to F this up. And they did, so. Literally did a skit all about how Doge is fake and stupid, and it's a meme, and then it immediately crashed within minutes. Which boost is this? It is the new Star Wars DLC red lightsaber. Are you gonna stream where you go against your fans? Potentially in the future. I wasn't sure if like he had that or not, so I didn't want to go, but I should have gone a little earlier on that one. All right, we're fine. Pinch? I was thinking about it. Okay, nice. Hopefully you'll be close to champ by then. That would be nice. Bang! Nice pass. It's at 17 if it makes it. Wait, what? Wait, Doge is at $17 right now? Are you serious? That's really funny, actually. Damn, I could have been a bajillionaire, dude. I completely ignored crypto the moment I saw that. I literally uninstalled Robinhood and then moved on with my life. 0.17. Oh my god, I thought you said $17. I'm like, dude, are you actually kidding me? I had like thousands of freaking like units. Like, what are you talking about? Maybe not thousands, but I had a lot. No, teammate. Oh my god, 17 unanimously gave me a heart attack, dude. I was like, part of me was like, okay, well now I'm gonna have FOMO. If it's somehow rose again, I completely forgot it. Could do that, I guess. Zeros get fun when you get coins like Sheeb. Yeah, sometimes you can't play the ball, so you just gotta play the guy. Gonna put down the line. Gonna back up. Oh, nobody. Cryptic should have that. Oh, you gotta reset on that too. He didn't use it. Zig joined my table? He did. All right, we'll get back on that. Cryptic should have it. Nice. Ooh, nice little reset there. No. I'm not gonna lie. Real upsetting. That's the way it lost. That was a good reset by that guy, but it was a good pass to this other guy as well. Personally, really should not have been a loss. Teammate got dunked horrifically right in front of our goal at like 6 seconds remaining. We could have just not done that. It would have been fine, but for it. I didn't want to go too high on that read, though. That was certainly Rocket League, though. It was Rocket League. Yeah, we actually at the LAN I was in, I don't know if you guys watched the grand final when I was casting, but Akron went down 5-0 at one point, and they actually almost pulled off a comeback. Like they scored 3 goals in the space of like 30, 40 seconds, and then they actually had a kickoff right after their 3rd goal, and they won the kickoff. They sent 2 forward. They bumped the last goalie, but the guy cheating up could not finish it. It was so sad.
Here is hoping for a win streak.
Thank you, Kyle. That will propel us for sure. Skugget, howdy. Skugget on the Twitch, I believe, actually. Actually, I can't tell. I don't know what symbol it is. It is Twitch, yes. Put us up to 10. And thank you, Kyle. Starting it off swallowed. Whoa! And then got with the 5 Membies. That's gonna go to No You, JG, Michael Stratton, that's a good one. Dylan, also a good one. And then Mirage, also a good one. All right, almost every one of the regulars. Or a decent number of regulars on that gifted Membies. Thank you, Kyle. Also, did anyone see the Champions League semifinal of Barcelona-Inter? Actually, one of the more entertaining games I've ever seen. I'm all over. Started streaming myself. Gonna move all my stuff over to Twitch. It's fair. If you can, definitely explore multi-streaming, though. Definitely worth your time. Just streaming on Twitch is not going to give you a lot of discoverability. Oh, I thought it was kind of late to the party, but I finally got Cristiano's. And that is kind of late to party. I always thought Cristiano's were a default wheel, low-key. I guess they're not, but I just feel like they're so, like... I don't know, there's someone to a staple, I just assumed like everyone had them by default. There's something that you have as an OG. I mean, yeah, but that's the thing is like, it's like when you look at any individual item in your garage, you can maybe remember his DLC or whatever, but like for the most part, you're like, wait, when did I get that? Hell, I remember, I'm so old that the Dominus and Takumi were a DLC item. It was always just there, pretty much. Colin, what did I miss? It's been like a week since I've seen stream. Oh, buddy, get Gato. Kyle and God of Zig from Twitch, they donated $1,500 last stream. They actually kind of went sicko mode. That's what the kids say still. That's actually wild. That's pretty funny. Always goated. Yeah, I literally, most broke many records. Yeah, I literally sat back on that stream and I was just like, before I went live, I was like, man, I'm kind of tired. It's also kind of late. I don't know if we should go live. I'll go live. And then I did, and it turns out to be the most ridiculously over-the-top stream possible. What would you do if someone donated Taco $500 10 times? Well, they would get capped at a certain amount. I forget what the amount. I think it's $500 per day on YouTube at least. If someone donated me $5,000 though, I would sob. That's absurd. Also, I don't even want to think about what they do for a living if they can donate 5K off the rip. Back again. Welcome back, TB. Okay. Try to hit that really hard across. Think that'll work. Alright, I bonked him. That's actually a really good shot. That's kind of crazy how we all three saw that pass going, so we all committed to it late. That's funny. Oh, that's a guy's smart. He's smart. That works. Kyle said one day he might donate 5K. That'd be absurd. Once I jump because I'm not making training money. Please don't ever donate $5,000 to me. I would feel so guilty. Be like, you gotta pay bills, you know? Sure. Delayed flick. Oh, and he boosts me into the bump. Let's go. What's up? Hello. Oh, May. Okay, yes, good clarification. I do vaguely remember my buddy making she made someone donated like $1,000 in bits 5 times in a row. So there's like it's like, oh my god. She was freaking out. She literally just like started sobbing. She's like, you're a psycho. It was like one of her long-term friends that was just like, yo, thanks so much for being there for me. Anyway, here you go. Bang. Just like, ooh. Which is even crazier because bits on Twitch do not get taken out. So it's 100% to her. So that was like straight up. Oh. if I didn't get bumped on that landing. Let's go straight to the person. Yep, just like gifts on YouTube. Those come in without any of a cut taken out. Man, I shouldn't have gone in. I just didn't think Cryptic would hit that down. I thought he hit it more across. So I was like, I can maybe turn for that, but I should have just come back. No! Oh my gosh, dude. That's actually insanity that I flipped that over him on the reset. Oh my god. Oh, dude, that's so funny. Oh. All right. Oh my god, that took so frickin' long to find a game, and no wonder. That was literally a full SSL lobby. That was like literally just everybody there was like a high 18s because there's literally no one else online to play with us. Oh my god, that's actually unbelievable. I just realized it is currently like a finals week for a lot of collegiate kids, so that's probably why maybe not as many people are on. What's better, Fanta, Sunkissed, or Crush? None. There's a... I will say, Sprecher Root Beer, they sent me an Orange Dream. That's the best orange soda I've ever had in my life. But if I had to choose between Fanta, Sunkissed, or Crush, I'd probably go with Fanta. Crush feels a little more overly sugary, whereas I feel like Fanta felt more accessible. In my memory, I have not tried. I'd have to try it back to back to back, you know? Fanta equals sweeter, Crush equals more carbonated, Sunkissed will always be the chillest. What do you mean the chillest? Aren't they all equally capable of being chilled? Isn't that just the rule? That going plate? Nope. I do not play with anybody I do not know. Carbonate and carbon. Oh, okay. It'll be like a nice little in between. Okay, that's fair. I've been looking for an hour and a half. Well, then you should find someone to play with. I dislike orange soda since the incident. Oh. Your accent with Fanta gets me, or it's my accent? Fanta? That is how it's said. The commercials are like, don't you want a Fanta, Fanta? It's supposed to rhyme with wanta. Yo, Pi, can you use that emote of the guy leaning forward from that same streamer that you post? From the Pepe I don't know why that one always makes you laugh. Yeah, it's like bald, like, it's my favorite one. No, not that. It's the guy leaning forward, like surprised. It's like the. It's one that he made on accident, I think he said. Where like he was removing layers from his PSD or something, and then suddenly it just like created this like abomination, and he was just like, "That's actually great." I don't even know if it's the same guy, but I think it is. It's like not a photo. It's like a actual Pepe art. Oh. Oh, wow. I did not think he had any angle on that. That's crazy. That's a goal. Just kidding. I was considering going for that, but I was like, maybe I can just defend the shot. Hey, it was a bad idea. His favorite sport to watch? Honestly, I've been getting back into soccer a lot more. Just watched the UCL semifinal. Inter in Barcelona. That was actually wild. Oh, wow. I thought I reset into the bump, potentially, but I didn't get the reset. Scott get that, I guess. That was not a normal touch, okay. Mine's the Masters? You're a golf guy? Wait, you don't like Ryder Cup or anything? You just watch the Masters? Buddy, you did not just fake chow this, go to the sideline, and then get bumped away even further to the sideline? Unfortunate. Well, it doesn't look like we're getting a win streak. Of course, we got the Brazilian duo on our team. And they play exactly like the South American duo would. Ball chase, 2v3ing. I don't know who I'm thinking of, but there's someone with a very similar name in SJT that used to work in South America. So he used to be the Furia, manager or something. I'm sure anyone else has been in SL lobbies know who I'm talking about, but can't think of who it is. Every time I don't know, you lose. Yeah, guys, you have to keep me broke to win. I gotta earn it. Who the heck am I thinking of? SPT? No. Dang it! Dude, it's gonna bother me. I'm gonna have to go to Wikipedia after this one. I don't even know if he still is the manager. I think he might have been the manager back when, Kairos was the coach of Furia. Buddy, I just want someone to be there! We're gonna switch the octane at the very least. All right. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to Google who the heck the Fury manager was. Wikipedia, Rocket League, Furia. STL, there it is. Okay. That's what I was thinking of. And because we are no longer using the lightsaber, no more bloom. Screw that. Take it, Pie. I know the emote so well, and you've definitely used it a bunch. How dare you not know? What? Whatever. Usable emotes. Hard to come by. Oof. Was trying to wrap around that. It was kind of behind me, but it didn't work. Sure. This, yes, that one. Well, no, actually, no. I think it might be that one, but there's a different one as well. There's another one where he's like leaning forward. I want to say. It's like a completely bald dude. It doesn't even look necessarily like a Pepe, but it's just like a worm with eyes, legitimately. I feel like it's something. Maybe I'm hallucinating it. I have no idea, dude. I don't know if it's a Pepe at this point. Maybe it's just like a guy. But it's definitely like drawn like a cartoon. Like it's not meant to be like super stylized or anything. Oh. Oh, Drevo, die, dude. Tail on my boost. How dare you assume I was gonna go up and cheat on that? He's only got 71, that's fair. Oh. Trying to get these like careful reads and they're just now working out. Okay, Atrical. Nice. Yeah, just throwing in cards nowadays. Not a huge fan of both teammates chasing that. That's actually insane how he got my teammate and then that bumped him into me. Big set. Hey, today. Pretty good. I'm a little sleep deprived. I did not sleep super well last night. I was doing late night prep for my interview. But we're excited to stream again. Maybe if my win record isn't super happy to see me. I'm gonna drop out of GC3 at this point. I would greatly enjoy playing with teammates who touch the ball on defense, though. That'd be a cool benefit. I know I'm rusty, but like. No, bunny. Wanted to get a little closer to that. Not the cleanest touch. Oh, that's not a reset. Kind of bailed out because I was afraid I was going to own goal that. What? I like moving forward because I'm like, I feel like these are pretty easy beats over the top, and then we just don't touch the ball. It's like, oh. Yeah, we are turning around before we even touch the ball. No faith in my 50s chat. Okay. Oh, that was in. No! I just need it on target, dude. I just need it on target. Oh, the background music? Good. I don't know what it is. This is really a waste of time lately. I don't even know what we're trying to do here. Ugh! Should I go to twos, chat? I feel like we might have to go to twos. I think that's literally like 4 straight threes we lost. I would have to see how twos treats us. Oh, low-key forgot this was twos. Really? Okay, interesting. Oh, I didn't get any of that. I'm not gonna lie, I was not confident at all that he had that angle, just because his takeoff was a little weird. Not sure why I didn't jump, but it happens. Vatigram, we can't both be the first guy, all right? Buddy, it's like you don't like me. It's like you don't like me, buddy. We had a breakaway 1v2, and he's like, what if I air dribbled it? It's like, what if you just gave me the ball? What? Any of those? It got deleted, but I can check in a sec. That should be a flick. Nice. Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot see that message. One sec. I don't think it's any of them. Maybe I'm hallucinating it, dude. It might have been a different streamer's emote. Might be a channel FFC. Could be. Back corner. Oh, whoops. Couldn't be sure how fast to rush that. Okay. Now that's a reset, buddy. Good job. Okay, buddy. No, that's a shame. I'm just gonna grab this. All right, we're just gonna pop that hide. Let's slow it down. Works. Do we need to talk about these emotes? What about them? As long as you actually look at the emote, not the name of it, it's fine. Ooh, Vadigram, that only works if you go immediately. Nice. Noise. It's fine. It is fine. That's what you gotta keep telling yourself. Anyone see Matt L? Maybe. I'm your 10th like in your YouTube stream? Good. I gotta start pushing people to like again. I got it. You do got it, buddy. Oof, just missed that. Ooh, try to top corner that. Sorry, buddy. Okay, sure. That was pretty aggressive of me. Really did not have to go for that at all. Just was cocky, you know? That's fine. All I was gotta do is find a way to spike that. Nice, nice. Matt L mentioned, there he is. Hell yeah. He never left us. Matt L's sleeper agent phrase. That's the term I was like, I was like, what's it called when you say the code word? Fart. Oh, we're playing against him, chat. Oh no. Shout out Simba for giving us possibly our funniest teammate clip of all time, by the way, on our YouTube. Where him and Genghis, I think, miss back-to-back open nets. Deliberately throw into the ceiling, guys still full sends it anyway. Okay, that works. Nice, Simba. What? What? I'm angry. Sure. I really thought that mid boost would have spawned. Okay, got that. Cal dropped the 5K dono yet? No, apparently in the last 30 minutes he's not gotten that. He said the future. I don't know if he meant immediately, you know? I like the idea there, Simba. He saw the outlet. Ooh, Simba, maybe? Bang? Bang! Well done. That was a good boost grab by him, right up the line. Gets in line for my clear. Gonna fake that. We're gonna cut that line, or not. Trying to pop it over him. We're gonna hit that into Simba so he can roam with it. I like the cut, no boost, but all he needs is one flick. Delayed flick, perfect! Perfect! Oh my god! Ah! Shame. He should read that. Man, I wanted a soft touch there. Alright, that's fine. Touch that. Simba is back. Perfect. He's so smart. Look at him go. It's fine. Oh, we actually left me that corner boost, didn't realize. I just didn't want to leave Simba alone. I say as I do that. I think it works. Okay, cool. I was like, I just have to put it on target. All right, don't overshoot it. I literally just played the ball. I was like, I'm just gonna ignore this dude. I'm just gonna assume that I have the full read or the 50 or whatever. Yes, I would very much love to have boost on this. Okay, that's fine. I was playing as pinch. I think he was playing as hard 50. Bart, you want to hit that to me? Or not? All right. Got about time. Popping that one high again. I'm gonna steal that mid boost. Simba's gonna fake that. Well done. He's got no boost though, so it's fine. Just gonna catch that. I was about to say, like, you have to catch it. You have to go inside. There's no other option with this much time. Went out with my ex. Now we're friends. The potential to try it again. Weirdest thing ever. Man, I gotta say, you're playing with fire over there. I don't know if you gotta pursue that. Best of luck, I guess, but I just feel like there's a reason people break up. That's my philosophy.
We could play blank blank 182, lay around the house and daydream till the afternoon, thinking about the times that we had when this was all that we knew. When this song.
How do you guys feel about? So the NHL just had for Utah. They went from Utah Hockey Club to now the Utah Mammoth. And if you're like me, you might be going, "Oh, that's kind of interesting. I never knew that mammoth was like deer, in that it's the plural as well as the singular." And then you also might be like me to Google it and say, "Wait, no, it's not." So they're just called the Utah Mammoth, much like Detroit's Red Wing, or in baseball, the Chicago White Sox. Oof. Hell yeah. Good coordination on the pinch. But he gotta go now. He's off center, and you're gonna get reset high. Yeah, that's why you gotta go early. Boston Bruin. Colorado's the crossing called the Mammoth too. Boo! Also about logic, Kraken and Avalanche have an S at the end. I don't know, Kraken feels plural E. Also, avalanches just sounds stupid. I feel like Avalanche could be like kind of, for me, I feel like Avalanche is like not like one entity, you know? Like, yes, the Avalanche collectively is, but like, it's a bunch of different stuff. So it's like the team is representative of an Avalanche. Where it's like, instead, it's like the team is representative of a mammoth? Utah Mammoths? Utah Mammoths versus Utah Mammoth, I don't think sound different enough. Hello, Scout. White sock is within it. You know, I know, but the thing is, it's still socks. It mimics the garment. I just got off the stream, so I meant to scroll through my FYP to get to the stream. It's meant to be. It is Noah. How dare you scroll away, though? Inside of the maple leaves. That's fine. Canadians don't use grammar anyway. Oh, a bad body. Sure. Hello, Jules Peasant. This is GC3 right now. Or should be. Right around. I just think mammoth sounds weird. Just a singular furry elephant. McLammoth. McMammoth. McLando, how you doing?
Try and imagine what it will be like to go to sleep and never wake up. Think about that. Children, it's one of the great wonders of life. What will it be like to go to sleep and never wake up? And if you think long enough about that, something will happen to you. You will find out, among other things, that you propose the next question to you. What was it like to wake up
The McMammoth.
and never gone to sleep?
The McMammoth. The Ice Age menu of McDonald's be like. Bro, I bet Mammoth would go hard as meat, though. Might be actually, you know what? Actually might be a little fatty. I don't know. This burger, it's really good. 70% fat. Wait, what? Finish gym and run, just eating dinner? I gotta get back to running. Apparently VGod, like the Valiant Skins trader guy, he's starting like in Dallas, like a soccer, men's soccer league. I gotta get in that. Oh, we are getting torn apart. And by me, I mean Mavati. Were you on the backboard, buddy? Let's watch this again. Never mind, you got demoed. I didn't even hear that. Mammoth of the boys. Yep. I played Fortnite with 20% rates, 575 kills, 125 matches. Yeah, Matt, I didn't realize you were going pro. Yeah, that was a little bit of a thing. On Switch, naturally? Damn. I was really nerfing himself and still pulling it off. Just could be cold or a complete letdown. Honestly, the design of the logo and everything looks pretty good. So I think the jerseys are probably pretty heat. But that's just me being optimistic based on the logo. Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa! That was a pinch and a half! What was that? Wow! I totally meant to do that. I mean, naturally. Ah, man. No! Good bum him. Bruh. I had no power. Phil, thank you for the raid. Trying to close out this Tuesday game. No, Vadi, don't steal my 100 when you're already at 80. I'm just gonna trust he has that 50. No. How's the day going? Day is going well. Just had my 3rd interview with a big sales job, and I think I nailed it. I heard on a leak from someone who works at that company that the director, aka the guy who I'm going to be directly working underneath, apparently he likes me, so I'm just riding that high. No! Damn it! Stay middle so I can pass it to you. That wasn't a bad idea, but I'm just like, that shot's so much harder than if you just stayed and let me tap it. My win rate in Rocky is still 69. AO. Your SSL? Not right now. We're like just about GC3 in both. It's been a bit. Hey, Seasonal Adventures. We're doing all right. Congrats. We're not really congratsing ourselves yet. I think I have a pretty good chance of getting it. I just had my 3rd interview today. I would say I did like an A-, low A on that. 90 to 95%. I did have one answer that I feel like I didn't answer for the CEO, like kind of as cleanly as I wanted, because I misunderstood what he was asking me. But once I clarified on my 2nd attempt, he was like, okay, that's good to hear. And then he moved on. So I'm like, why did I like energy? Because I like the decal. And literally as I was reviewing the decal, Sesso, the designer for energy, just happened to be popping into stream. Then talk on the up and up. I'm just trying to get back to a safe financial place so I can stream and cast and all that and not have to worry about if I can pay the bill due to a slow month. The goal, the dream. Hopefully get it. Yeah, it would be nice. They were thinking about potentially putting me on like a trial with like commission only in the beginning to kind of prove my worth. But then they asked me kind of salary expectations off the rip. So that makes me feel like maybe they're confident enough that they're like, It's like, if they could give me a baseline salary and then give me commission as well as like a junior account executive, that'd be kind of lit, not gonna lie. Get pooped on? Angie, what are you doing over there? Is this the account for Angie that we took away? Someone donated to get mod away from her? Me too, it's tough out of here? Yeah, honest, I got it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate that. The only reason I'm this far into job prospect is not because of my resume or anything. It's literally just because one of my YouTube viewers works there. And he was like, oh, you know, we were thinking about potentially expanding to Dallas. And since you're around there, I could float that idea. And then they literally just, I sat down in a call with the CEO and he liked what I had to say and we moved from there. He's like, oh, you have a master's in psych? Cool. You're like public speaker. And apparently you're like a charismatic dude. Cool. And I was like, hell yeah. Even though I'm asking, what's your field of work? I love, ow. I scratched my neck. I scratched my neck and I scratched a sore point. Whoa! What the heckity heck is that? Is this a DDoS? Just gonna screenshot just in case. Is this still going on? Considering everyone's so bad, I can't even tell if this is or not. I can still kind of play. This isn't too bad. Never mind, I can't reverse. Okay. It's got to be Germ. He's so bad. That or he's playing slow on purpose. Germ says, what the hell's going on? I'm guessing this is because, okay, someone's DDoSing, but also everyone's lagging, so I'm a little confused. Yeah, he says, who's DDoSing? Sizzy, it's you. I think it's just a bad server, low-key, the more I'm watching this. Because everyone's whiffing. Well. I think the server is just that bad. Dude, this is really bad. All right, just in case, let's check on these players in the lobby. All right. Culta is a private account, which doesn't help. And then Stizzy and Germ are both Epic accounts. Cool. That was the worst. That is the most virtual of virtual servers. Hey, Uncle Sam, how you doing? Has been a while. Very cool losing like that. Huge fan. All right, guys, need to hydrate. One sec. I'm gonna give you what you're looking for. There you go. You're welcome. That hydration content. You're really busy with that one? That's fine. Oh. Casually whiff my boost, that's fine. Why is the Dignitas explosion blue? I guess it matches their decal, but... Oh. What is happening with these guys? Are they okay? I don't remember, but I watched you before. No, I know you guys have been in here. I recognize some of you guys' names. Because most of you guys who kept coming in, I recognize it's because you've come into previous stream and actually chatted for a while. The amount of people who come in, say hi, and then I say hi back, and then they never chat again, and then they get upset. And if you just stream like, you really don't remember me? I'm like, buddy, no. Or my personal favorite one, they're like, hi, you don't remember me? I came in 7 years ago. And I'm like, oh, right, okay, my bad. Should have locked that away in the memory banks, you know? Oh, I didn't think he'd use that early. Gonna try to call his bluff on that one. No! I wanted to bump that guy. I shouldn't have gone early. That recovery's pretty ass by me, but still. Yep. He demoed and then went immediately to the goal and then came on the near post. So I was like, I'm just gonna lightly tap this one to the side. Otherwise, that guy's gonna block that. All right, let's try this again. Luck bump, maybe get airtime. Oh my god, guys, coping about bumps. Get out of here. Uh-oh. That's shit. I was about to say, I'm like, I don't know why you were doing it on that one, buddy. I was gonna air dribble that one pretty cleanly, but I didn't realize the guy just full sent. This is a weird game. This might be the worst GC3 game I've ever played in my life. These guys are playing like it's C1. Just diving at everything. Of course, as I say that, dribbles past my goal, teammate. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. It was a good recovery by him on that first touch. I wasn't playing that second touch. That's what I should have been playing. I don't know why I didn't think he'd recover. I need to see this again. He didn't wave dash. He was standing still. He literally landed and then like got. I didn't even see that wave dash tick in. That was very weird. All right, well, that's an embarrassing 2 goal. Well, first goal was okay. Second goal, that's not okay. I don't know why I was so cocky. That's the problem with playing in this rank, is that people are actually not good at the game. So occasionally when they'll do something pretty good, you're like, oh, what? Yeah. I don't understand the point of Justice trying to... I don't even know why they would backflip on that one. Like, you didn't need a fast air on that. Our buddy looks for a fake. I don't know what he wants me to do on that one. Really interesting defending. He literally went to the near post and stayed there. Heavy ass touch. You want to get that, Justice? Oh, can skip that. Hey, Presto. Really interesting. Okay. So I went for a bump. I was not sure why Justice didn't take that in the air. What did he do? Did he immediately... Yeah, he tried to catch... See, the problem is with catching it is that you're not close enough to the ball to really, like, fake it in any other way. So I don't blame the guy for just full sending it. It's why you want to stay kind of closer to it, because then at least you can play for a 50. But if you're trying to catch it, you've already kind of given up your ability to, like, influence that play. And also, worse off, you telegraph it to your opponent. Nice save. That should be a goal, though. Just kidding! Let's go! Dude, this guy's an elite player. I'm not gonna lie. Elite level player. I like him full sending it into something on low percentage. Oh, all I had to do is just lob it. That's a goal. Who is this, though? Who is this, though? Taka, you didn't rotate back. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was such a guaranteed goal. I was just like, I'll stay here just in case he lobs it too high and I can knock it back in or whatever. But you are not telling me to go for it, right? You are not telling me all yours. You are not telling me all yours, dude. Ooh, nice. Close one. All right, this is not actually winnable. On 4. Not gonna lie, he had a really good reset on that. I did not think he would do that. All right, unfortunately, teammate, we are. I'm not in the mood to deal with your kink. Bro loves getting stepped on. Bro loves it. He thirsts for it. You're so pathetic! Oh my gosh! This dude had a lead block on a wide open shot and he hit it right into the only guy in the net. Bro loves getting stepped on. This is insane. This is insane. I can't even type trash in that one. That's crazy. I forget. This is games like that remind me why I don't play twos. Nothing worse than a player not being anywhere I need them to be and not finishing a single shot, and then being like, and then them giving me grief when I don't do something they like. Like, well, if we played like you, then we wouldn't even be where we are. Oofers chat. Okay, well, it's fine. We'll just move past that, he says after complaining for 5 minutes. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I thought we were pinching it. You went for that? Interesting, okay. Scam likely, chat. I haven't talked to him since high school. Look at that, scam! I'm good. We don't need to talk right now. That was just a little heavier than he normally was. I was trying to double that, and then I realized I couldn't. I was like, I'm just gonna hit that like on target and go from there, give some time to get back, and I guess that worked. March had a weirdly effective strategy when you're trying to slow the ball. Whoa. When you're trying to slow the ball down or get time for defense, is actually hit the ball at the defender, but slowly. Because it's very hard to like generate a very powerful clear when you don't actually have like a ball to redirect. And when you hit it slowly, it forces them to actually have to generate all the offense or the speed on it. A little wide, all right. Could have been better. Got that, got that, got that, got that, got that, got that. Nice. Got that, got that, got that, got that, got that, got that, yikes! Okay. He do's got it. Bam. Heavy touch by me. Ooh. Trying to get in front of that. Guess that works. Oh man, if I just went early, that's a goal. That Candle was waiting for like 9 minutes to go for that, so I was like, oh, he might get doubled on that. Oh my god, that was the slowest shot. Good fake by that guy. I don't even, actually, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know if that was a fake. Let me look at this again. I don't know what it was. He actually overjumped his read. I don't know if he meant to go fake on that. Okay. I kind of blown away he got around that. Okay. Not gonna lie, I was trying to time that so I could knock it to the far side and overshot it a little bit. Should have pressed the boost in slightly more. Not gonna lie, bad kickoff, but we also dealt with that in the worst possible way. Not sure why we're flipping into that in general. Flip just reduces your recovery. Just jump once, land on your wheels, then get behind it for 50, and then you're done. Mission complete. That's actually insane. Bad touch by me. Man, that was such a garbage first touch. I should have shot it. He doesn't have it, but that's fine. All right, that's actually a really good touch. Unfortunately, the guy whiffs, and my teammate has no way of reading that. That's an incredibly good recovery by him. No, that's a shame, and that's even worse. It's just wide. That was super unfortunate. I was like, that's definitely gonna roll up and out. Of all the possible rolls. How you doing, J-Cell? Did you see Kublo on land? GG's indeed. Oh, wait, never mind, chat. One kickoff away. AO. Good 50 by that guy. No way! Why was my teammate inside the goal on that last one? I'm not gonna blame him on that, but I was just like, damn, that's really unfortunate that they actually fell onto that save. Ugh, man. I think I'm good on twos for the day. Absolutely not, dude. Hello, YWNP. Why win? Yes, why wimp indeed? What my dad used to ask. Oh. I just realized I have not played my this game in about a week. Because the last stream was the last stream of April, so it was on April 31st. So yeah, it's been a full week off. So I guess this is what it looks like, chat. Definitely feels less fluid. My controller feels like a foreign object. Plus, I'm a little older, chat. I'm in my mid-30s, or my mid-60s in esports time. So, going away from that long completely impairs your ability to do anything useful. Any mods? I am good, Shiny Goat. Thank you, though. Oh no. See, we go to twos to threes, and then suddenly there's no queues because there's just no threes players on. The fall off of threes in North America should be studied. Work on aerials. Do you have any tips for me? Honestly, you should be working on just repetitions. If you're younger, if you're a lower rank, literally just go to free play, press right twice on the D-pad, and just practice jumping for the ball. Literally just basic aerial, jump, lean back, and boost. And just do that over and over. Just basic adjustments. You can even like make the run up a little crooked, so you practice like turning and aiming. is doing that. And over time, get your fast early on. So jump, lean back, let go of the left stick, and then jump again. So bang, bang. And that way you can get up to a ball a lot quicker. Be a bit more creative with it. Gold 2-in-1s, then you should definitely be focusing on just general aerials over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I have Stealth and Brock. Let's go. Stealth and Brock is kind of a lit duo, I'm not gonna lie, for threes. My grandmother's final words on her deathbed were Matt L will never be mod, so it's more so just like her last wishes, Matt. Nothing personal. Should have not hit that because it's kind of a giveaway, but whatever. No, I tried to hit that back post. Whatever. Whatever, I don't care. I don't care anyway. Just claps my knees. I figured. A lot going on here, chat. Cool. Great touch. Ah, I did not mean to hit it down the middle like that. He went. Interesting. He was really behind that. Bang. Close one. Nope. Not gonna lie, I was trying to top shelf that one. Got to it a little late. Or a little early. You never know, chat. Sure. Sure. I'm gonna get an assist for that too. 50. You know, also in the, I got the code from Epic for the Star Wars bundle for all the decals and stuff. And the two cars they give you are a black Fennec and also a black Dominus GT. And I was like, damn, I have not thought of that car for a fat moment. But you know what's cool, chat, is that the Dominus GT was actually the first car I ever got Grand Champion in. I still remember how sweaty that game was. I was fighting for my damn life in those lobbies. Didn't think you'd get there that fast. I was actually able to cast Brock this past weekend. Well, maybe not cast, but he was at the LAN I was casting. So, goofy fun time. Good collegiate player. Some might even say great. Davenport University, I believe an Ohio team or Michigan team. No, Michigan team. Wow, that was laggy. Game did not know how to register that hit. Getting a little cocky with these guys. Still throwable, you know? Oh. Interesting. You guys are just goofing right now. This is insane. Yeah, we gotta be a little careful. All right, you know, we're just gonna chill since these guys are just going for crazy stuff. Nice. Gotta hold that reset. It's down as 1200. This is such. That is some accidental smurfing if I've ever seen some. Damn. Honestly, when you're that low on MMR, these games have to be so boring. Bro's usually like a 2000 MMR player, and he's chilling at 1200 because he doesn't play threes. Hey, Joe, no, I mean, yeah, it's because both those players are incredibly high-ranked players. Also, Somber came in and said Darth Taka was my name, so I have to change my name to that real quick. Oops. Darth Taco. There you go. Unfortunately, I'm not in my Star Wars kit anymore, so that name's kind of wasted, but either way. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, they gave me this. General Grievous skin. I don't know why Grievous is the skin, but whatever. Oh, wait, they gave me every Dominus too. What the heck? Wait, that's kind of lit. Meep and Talus World. All right. Not even close. Oof. I didn't know that recovery was going to be a little bit too far away. Would have gone for that more aggressively. Okay, we're just going to lob that down line. Fortunately, Talis does not have that. Good pass. Meep. Nice. Well done. Not exactly how I drew it up, but that's something we'll take. I should have just laid it down to him, like right in front of him, but... Textbook? Yeah. Speaking of textbook, that was a pretty good pass by them. You missed! I was like, okay, he's gonna hit that a little bit to the right. Bro was just like, nah, no save for me, thanks. Just gonna settle that down. No! I just looked a little too late on that one. Meep should have that slap, and if so, bang. No! Good pass. trying to jump in front of him. No air dribble for you. Teammate's gonna go for that. That's wide, Tals. I don't think you need that. That's fine, cause if not for that bump, man, I would have had such an easy steal. Bro did not handle that. Lord, these guys are so mean. Unfortunately, no friends in school. That's the vibe I'm getting out of these guys. These are definitely the kids who eat glue. 100%. And not because they have like emotional disturbance. They were just eating it for the love of the game, you know? Oh. Halfway through, I was like, oh, you're leaving it. And then halfway through with the next part, I was like, I don't think that's actually any of the plan that I have. We're going to tap it around him. I'm going to, just kidding, is literally what I'm saying this entire game. Take one touch, guy chasing me for a demo. Yeah, no flip into that because I just want to tap it. Talos just needs to hit it to the side. I'm gonna hit that up high and then demo. Nice, just put it over. Nice, wide open, wide open, wide open. It's literally wide open. It's so wide open. Why are we? Wow, what a pass. All right, I get an assist for that. You remember me? Hello, Yellow? I do. More effective at higher ranks? It can be. Ideally, you want to be fast to the air, though. Fast airling is the #1 skill, I would say, at least in 3v3 at higher ranks. If you're not able to do that at, like, lower ranks, you're never gonna truly go up. I'm also, like, not super rotating super well this game, mainly because I don't really know what them or my teammates are gonna be up to. That's a whiff. So when I'm solo queuing, you'll notice I'm rotating a little bit more ugly. We're just gonna play it on the far side, burn some time. I would try to give him one more. We didn't even give him that. Alrighty. Ground game is more so like something you need to add in subtly, you know? Because you're gonna have less time on the ball, so just being able to learn how to like quickly get like a touch and then like a quick flick over, or being able to just buy time and be like, okay, I need to get this out of my half for right now, just get a high flick. That's why the Dominus is really fun, because you can do that stuff really easily. Like a flick on a Dominus is like super powerful if you can time it. But also it's just easy to get stuff like that. And personally I think Mustang is a lot easier in a Dominus. I've always had an easier time with it. Not that I go for them too much, but... moving a little too horizontal on that. Also, chat, I gotta get a real ID. Has anyone been hearing about anyone else getting hung up on that? Apparently no one can fly in the US starting today, unless they have an upgraded license. I remember people were warning us. I always just assumed it got extended. I think the original bill that established Real ID was like put in place in like 2005 or something. So they've delayed it literally like 20 years. And then at a certain point, they're like, you know what? Everyone's gonna deal with it. You know, passport. So I already have my passport, so it's not a problem. But yeah, I think I have all the equipment I need for my actual Real ID, so it should be fine. Michigan's had a Real ID for a couple of years now. I mean, the thing is, I heard someone say like you need a Real ID to fly, but then because it was like still like coming in, some people were just allowed to fly without it. So I'm like, that's good to know. Because I've been interviewing for a job, and people have been saying that if I get a job with these people, the business is based in California. So I'm like, I might need to fly out and meet those people. Because I'm going to be working in, like, Dallas, like, remotely. But if I get this job, I'm going to fly out there. And I'm like, oh, man, it's going to be really awkward. They're like, all right, yeah, we're going to buy you a flight and whatever. And, you know, you'll come visit everyone. And then I'll be like, well, that's awkward because I literally do not have, like, you know, like, I do not have a real ID, so I can't fly. License, live in the same state for a year or two, but don't call me. Well, I guess that works because I've lived in Texas. Starting in June, I will have lived here for 2 years, so. At least for me, the requirements, I don't know if it's just a license in general, but I'm assuming all licenses nowadays are real licenses. Or whatever, but yeah, oh my god, the odds. The odds of both of our teammates getting dunked on that. But yeah, I think I just need my passport. I need to give them my social security. I think I remember getting an appointment to go to the office, and they said you need your physical social ID, social security number card. And I was like, oh, because honestly, I think that's back in like a safety deposit box in New York State at like my dad's bank or something. Because he's never really given me that document specifically. I don't really know why. But I'm like, yeah, I can't get you that specific card. I can tell you it. And they're like, that's not good enough. And I was like, what is it? Just moved from Texas, actually? Ah. Well. I don't want to go all the way back there, but Turtle went for that kind of late. Oh, not the boost spawn right as I turn. So I'm thinking like, okay, if he hits this, it's going to be a giveaway. I did not think my teammate behind me would just chow that ball if he sees me run on top of it. I thought he'd be playing the shadow. It's like, yeah, play the ball going to the goal, and then we'll go from there. Not realize that needed a further explanation. Oh my god, he actually bumped me around it. No! I'm sorry, Turtle. That was actually not exactly the pass I wanted, but... You got tells? That works. Same bird screw, two-piece of mail. Yeah, the two-piece of mail is what I felt like I didn't see beforehand. I felt like my appointment was like, you need the physical ID card. I'm like, no, you don't. Or at least like in any other state, I've never needed the physical thing. I just needed to prove I like resided out. I thought you hit wide. The resided the place. Birth certificate, social security, form of education. I give my social security out to anyone. That's what I'm saying. The amount of times I paid for something is mad out, off the charts. Hello, Beagle. It has been a while. It's going all right. Might be having a new job soon. Doing esports and content on top of that. Should be interesting. Dude. Sometimes you gotta learn, you don't need to touch it. Taco. Another guy, Webster. Wow, terrible shot, but that works. That's not mine, but we can find out whose. That's true. Good point. Sounds fun. It should be fun. It's definitely really intriguing. I've never like delved into sales like that. But it's always something that my sisters always, they worked in sales for many years. They're like, I think you'd be great at that. So you just gotta actually like apply and find a job. And seemingly might have. We're just gonna tap that around. That's fine. No, that's such a heavy touch. Is our turtle? Really? That was not the bounce that either of us expected. Nice free jump turtle. Oh, not only that. He's huge. About casting during live events, how do you preserve your voice the whole time? He's got casting high school robotics. Drink lots of water. Also, if you don't have to speak, don't project your voice, because the more you talk, the more it uses up your energy. And that's what destroys your voice more than anything else. Like, just talk at a normal volume. If you feel your throat like starting to tense up, that's when you know you're putting too much effort into what you're saying. So definitely be able to keep your voice, vocal cords hydrated. Also, keep in mind, caffeine and alcohol are going to dry out your voice or dehydrate your vocal cords, and it's going to make them more susceptible to injury. So try to just drink room temperature water or tea. Drink kind of warm water. Don't drink hot water. Drink warm-ish water. That or room temperature. Do not want to drink ice cold water. You do not want to drink very, very, very hot water. To be a member of a forest tribe, no identification, no numbers, no automatic forms acknowledging your first birthday. That's what I'm saying, Matt L. We must return. Feels like existing outside the Matrix. Sounds amazing. A little bit. Well, it sounds amazing until you have to go to a store and they're like, credit card, please. And you're like, I can give you cows, though. And they're like, yeah, that's not how it works. And I'd be like, excuse me? Are you saying my cows are no good here? Buddy became a mod? Hey, they call me Turtle. What do you mean? We're talking about Buddy became a mod. Are you talking about Buddy Kinkado? Buddy Kinkado's not a mod, they're a member. They pay for a channel membership. GG, Wisp, itchfarm.com. GG. My face when the sounds of the world outside is tall metal buildings and loud sky screamers. It would actually be really cool if you just spoke like a regular human and spoke perfect English, but you actually did like refer to everything like that. That's kind of what they do in Horizon and Forbidden West and the Horizon series. It's people speaking flawless English in like a not like ridiculously over the top way, but they're just calling everything by like some ancient name. Is Jesus considered a warlock in D&D? I feel like Jesus would probably be a mage. Because he does pull off some magical stuff. I don't know about a warlock, though. I mean, is there mages or versus warlock? Isn't warlock just a form of mage, technically, in terms of class? Or am I high on that? Mages use vocal to cast most of those things, though. Oh, okay. I'm not huge on D&D. I have a lot of friends who play D&D, so I'd have to ask them. If I have a friend who's Christian and also into D&D, I'll ask them. She's a warlock. Warlocks have a higher being as their source of power. Okay, I'm learning. Hello, HB is on. Gondu stream. Interesting description. Never thought about it as the genre. Man, every freaking full party in GC3 is just sends one guy to demo and the other guys just play 2v2. Oh, Talos, we gotta hit that. I don't know if Nick has hit a ball yet. He's a like because he rose from the dead, or a lich, he rose from the dead. Well, lich can be magical, right? They're not just like zombies, right? They can? Okay. I'm gonna pitch that into my group chat of D&D guys. It's a good question. Both undead and magic wielding. Well, I guess it depends on where in the campaign. Are you pre-resurrection? You know? Because if you're just regular Jesus of Nazareth, like, I don't know if you really could be a lich. Is Preston Oliver? Is Presto Changeo here? No, I don't believe he is. What? How did I get demoed here? I don't feel like he was far enough to get me. That's incredible. And then also my teammate didn't jump, so no save. I'm gonna put a Twitter poll out. I have enough D&D people here. Okay. All right, I'm gonna type that out on Twitter for you guys. Hey, Sarah Olsen. Or the son of Sarah Olsen, most likely. That's a crazy deflection. That's an insanely good flick, I gotta say. Let her try to break check him and he's just that delayed. That's literally the worst possible bounce. No ceiling and all the way straight up off the bounce. Talos, no! Man, we are so bad for GC3 right now. Yeah, how did you know? Because anytime there's a woman that comes in with like her full-ass name like that, it's usually a mother's phone. And the son probably uses it to watch YouTube. If you stream on YouTube enough, that's the pattern you typically see. No, great shot. Not gonna lie, I didn't realize just how open that was. Okay, we got straight up played this game anyway. All right, my chat is storing this. If Jesus was in D&D, what would you even call it a class? Okay, option 1 is mage. Option 2 is warlock. Third option is lich. I mean, isn't lich a race though? Jesus is a cleric. Cleric sounds more accurate based on like, aren't they like normally like holy men or whatever? But also, isn't lich like a race? So you could be like a lich. Could you not be like a lich warlock or a lich mage? Just couldn't tell if that was in or not. I think lich is technically a creature. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, I don't think it's like, oh, I'm a lich. Like, no, isn't like a lich? It's like the race and then the class separately. Like, not meant for player characters. Technically a creature. Well, I guess we have to separate. If Jesus was in D&D, what would you classify him as? As a player character, not just something in the world. Holy Spirit all in one. But yeah, but trying to think like, Lich is a mage user, so anyone that uses magic can in theory become one. Okay, I'm learning. I'm trying to narrow down our options here in the poll of what Jesus could be. Can a warlock be their own patron? Well, according to other people in chat, a warlock gets their power by worshiping a higher power. So yeah, if you are, if so, the question then becomes, yeah, if Jesus embodies like the big three, and they're getting their power from God, would you classify that as getting your own power from yourself? If so, then I would technically think that you're not a warlock. Because I feel like those entities have to be separate. Because this is the whole point of a warlock, is that you're like selling your soul to like some like Daedric frickin', you know, demon or nether ghoul or whatever. So I believe Mormons would believe Jesus is a cleric. I think Catholics would see Jesus as a cleric. Yeah, I think Lich got brought up just because of the resurrection aspect, though. But I think then again, it really comes down to like, if it was post-resurrection, you'd have to think of him as like Lich. Unless, is indeed, can you bring someone back from the dead and not have them be a Lich? Is there like a restoration magic or something in that regard? Because if so, maybe that puts a pin in it for us. You can? Okay. Well, then I guess it really just depends on what he's doing in that campaign. I'll kill her. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus is a clone of God sent by him down on earth. Well, yeah, but like, what does that do in D&D sense? Like, if it's a clone, are you technically separate? So I'm imagining like someone duplicated themselves. So God duplicates himself, and he is the higher power, and he creates Jesus. Then he could be a warlock, at least in my sense. I think if you clone something, even though you're genetically the same, in terms of your soul, you are different. So I think that would count. I think that would count for a warlock if you treated like, yes, God Jesus are one, but at the same time you can recognize them as maybe not ontologically, but like functionally separate. Resurrection is just another duplication. Well, isn't resurrection like healing someone? It's still one person. Oh. Resurrection would be the same body, same soul. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, it's not necessarily like... Unless you're specifically talking about resurrection, like, of Jesus within this context of D&D. I would still think it just works the same. It's the same body and soul. You just died and you're back. He's so back, even. Do you think that's what he said the moment he rolled that stone out? It's like, hey, we're so back, chat. It's like, let's go, Jason! He had to be a lich to resurrect himself. That's where it gets dicey, because you're like, did he resurrect himself, or did the higher power? Which, I guess, depending on your belief set, like, did someone else that is also himself. Man, I love losing games. Huge fan of losing games. Why are we like this? Talos didn't even boost off he literally just sat there in the air. Guess who's back exactly? If he self-res, he's a shaman. We're not adding in shaman into the type chart. Sad. All right, we're gonna go with, okay, if Jesus was in D&D, would he be mage, warlock, lich, or cleric? I think those are our 4 options that make the most sense. Hey, Kim Carrier. Wait, Beagle, what'd you say? Is that one of those D&Ds that work the devil bastards? I mean... Would he be... I don't think this question's sacrilegious. Hopefully people see this as a fun thought experiment and not insulting. I don't think it is. I think like no one in here. I normally, if there's even any slight chance of people thinking it's offensive, at least one person comes up in my chat and says, "You're this abomination. You're disrespecting him." I'm like, no, we're just having a thought experiment. I'll keep you guys informed on the poll as it goes through. I'll keep it up on my other monitors so we can be I can notify you guys of how people are voting. It's up for 24 hours, but I guess we'll see. Man, taking a week off definitely makes you feel a little bit weird. Not gonna lie, chat. Never do that. How you doing, Detrox? Almost cool. It actually is like so jarring to me that like I understand it's finals week, but like it is so jarring to me that it's still there. All right, chat. So far we're getting some votes coming on in. We have 3 so far. It seems like people are leading on cleric. 2 votes for cleric, 1 vote for warlock. None for major lich yet. I'm gonna post it in my group chat of D&D nerds. Now it's 50-50 warlock and cleric. One vote for paladin? Isn't a paladin like a follower of a faith? Like a soldier of a church or something? Or am I confusing that with someone else? Yeah, we didn't add paladin in there. Oh, it's realized. That's the same issue that the warlock build, narcissism. That is funny. Who do you worship? Myself. All right, buddy. All right, buddy, back off. I like the way you define that, though. Narcissism of worshiping yourself. I think if it's the vibe of a cleric, way better, in my opinion. Former RLCS player, realize, yellow. I think Peter would be a paladin or cleric. That's what I'm saying. I think the apostles would probably be paladins or closer to it. Not sure why I went for the squishy on that. All right, one thing I have to keep in mind with these guys is that Realize and Trackstar are very good, but they will be pre-jumping and going for clips, so they probably will leave a lot of goals wide open if we're not careful. I think we just got to be the passive ones here. I was gonna flip that, but I felt someone tracing behind me, and I'm like, honestly, I'm probably handed off to whoever's in the ground, and that almost worked, so. Nah, good save. Most of the clerics would be, though, we just have Paul, Peter, and John would be the paladins. Oh, there you go. What a save. What a catch. That's actually insane. Man. Nice. A little bit of fake. I knew with the demo he'd probably have to jump up and not at me, so we'll just go with that. All right, it seems like Cleric is really pulling away, chat, right now. It's 77% of the votes. I was just diving in front of it. I'm like, okay, that works. Also, anyone else see George Pickens from the Steelers went to the Cowboys? Oh boy. Sure. Probably gonna flick that to realize, but where's the fun in that? Wait. Classic realize going for a musty instead of just passing it. Wait, hold on. Kind of insane bounce. Oh. Not gonna lie, I did not think I was the only one there. I'll take that. Oh boy. Is that just him? Okay. That's fine. Not a demo somehow? Question mark. Top corner. Let's go. Bang. We got 1 vote for Lich. Mage is at 0%. That's kind of crazy. I think it's because you guys said, I forget who said it, but mages have to use it like vocal commands or whatever to cast stuff, so maybe that's why. Just the Dominus again. Need to focus on the important stuff. Nope. Let's do a no flip. Leaned away. Man, the lineup's terrible today. Cool. Good contact, though. Oof, that was such a heavy touch. Oh, trying to take the low 50. Nice. Hate that. One for it. The Spanish kickoff? Good, that's what you get. That's what you get. That's actually really funny that they like Spanish kickoffed in threes and then immediately got basically Spanished on their own half. Not a huge fan of when my teammates think I don't have a play on that. Literally, all I have to do is drive slightly forward and Dominus, and it's a flick. Dude, this is a very weird matchup. Oh, these guys aren't in a full party. I don't know why. They were playing so confident and weird that I was like, this only feels like it makes sense if they're in a party. All right, well, I was gonna hit that middle, but not when you pre-jumped it, and now we give a goal. What is going on? This is the worst lobby I've ever been in. Maybe this truly is Justin. Or at least his, Fem alter ego. Never mind, he's not fast. He's not speed flipping. This is not a joke account. Oh man, good catch. It's fine. Sure. I'll just let him have that. Screw around over there. Okay, we're just gonna take that to ceiling. They didn't care about it. That's fine. Hayes, good beat. Clean double as well. Go faster! Justin? That's too heavy of a touch. That was a good idea. I think he just saw me and he was gonna hit it over there. Triple tap across, Justin, let's go! Oh yeah, all right. Yam had no idea. And no boost. Ew. Yeah, this continues to be the worst GC3 game of all time. My god. These goals are just all over the place. Uh-oh. Close them. Good cut by Hayes. Oh, I was playing 50. I guess they don't care. I'm just gonna get back. It's fine. That's a really good passing shot on Fort. Okay, that's the first actually good goal of the entire game. I don't know why I didn't cheat up on that. Happens when you take a week off, I guess. All right. Okay. Good job, Hayes. I like it. The last touch kind of borked it. NGL. I'm gonna put that into ceiling for Justina. Close one. Sure. Just trying to top corner that one. Oh man, what a save. I don't think that was in anyway, but we'll never know. Probably should have hit that corner, but it's fine. I may break a monitor because of Siege. I would argue you shouldn't play it if you're gonna break a monitor. Sorry, Justine, I saw you. I saw you. I don't know how people can solo queue in games like that. I feel like Siege and like Overwatch or something get you physically have to win. I think we lost. Oh, we didn't. Okay, cool. Good defense. I'm not gonna pretend that we just lost like that. I put in the group chat for D&D people, and they said Jesus could also be a religion-based bard, but cleric makes the most sense as the non-fun answer. So that's the answer from the most well-researched and most experienced D&D person I know. Yeah, but he saw the vision with Warlock as well. Yeah, he's like Warlock. His dad is his patron. I've seen your last couple videos are so good. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I have not uploaded in a bit. I got a job editing and making content for a company, and I'm trying to focus on that and my regular job that I'm applying to, doing a lot of training. So yeah, I was at LAN as well, but yeah, I've been slowing down on shorts, which has definitely killed my stream momentum as well, I've noticed. So a little unfortunate in that regard. You gotta fix that, get back to getting in the algo. Just get that one deep at. Probably could have dribbled that, but I need to stop diving in on stuff like that, at least at that angle. Shouldn't have turned, but that's fine. Nice, bang. We won, never mind. See, Amen, you got nothing to worry about. Siege is easy. Sure. All right, kind of a risky boost grab here. That works. Nice, Jason. Okay, I had to really focus on that pass because for some reason, I was scared Jason was going to rotate out. That's something I've noticed a lot about certain players in Rocket League lately. It really ticks me off. Players will be in like a great position and they'll just be sitting there and I'm like, oh, clearly they want to pass. And then you hit them on the pass and then they leave right as you hit it. And you're like, wait, why stay if the moment I'm about to actually deliver this to you on a platter, you're like, nah, I don't want it. Get out of here. That was a really heavy touch. No, sad. Bard is a solid pick. Yeah, that's what he thought. He's like a religion-based bard would be good. But he says, yeah, cleric is like probably the safest, correct, like closest to correct answer in his opinion. So yeah, I guess Kyle N knows his stuff. I think he was the first on YouTube to shout out the cleric answer. Oh, nice. Oh. Sure. And they're out of here. All right, chat. My voice is kind of hurting, so I think we're going to go one more game. They go from there. Long day of talking past couple days. Got to rest the vocal cords. Kitty came over and just started staring at me. I could see her beady eyes looking at me like, hi. It's too far away to pick up. But believe me, Chad, if I had time, she would be on cam right now. That works. On fourth. The world needs your expert opinion. What's up, one bro? I shouldn't turn for that, but I also didn't think Justin would go for that. Men versus one gorilla. I think they could do it. I think fatigue is probably the biggest thing. Gorillas are huge, but I can't imagine their muscles would be strong enough to last. Because there'd definitely be a bunch of those guys getting, I'll say, murked. But I feel like once you're like 40-ish in, gorillas definitely gonna be tired by then. I feel like it's just attrition. The hardest part would probably be finding the first 40 guys to volunteer to go first, you know? Like maybe if you mob that gorilla, a couple of you guys would definitely get destroyed. But I'd have to think you could probably weigh it down from there. I have to think gorillas are like incredibly jacked, but they're not built for like cardio, you know? So like long, elongated fighting would not work out for them. Wow, barely in touch. After you exhaust. Oh yeah, the first 10 guys have never been deader. God forbid if those people went one at a time. There's a really funny meme about like the guy who's 65th in line who's beaten Elden Ring 20 times when he starts parrying the gorilla. Slap my ass off. Imagine the gorilla swings its arm, you go, ding, just perfectly deflect and punch him right in the face. Everyone's like, oh, that'd be so lit. Sure. Oh. Zoctor, the 64-month tier 2.
It's kind of incredible what short people go through every day of their lives. You really have to give it to them. Because it's on the top shelf and they can't reach it on their own.
Valid. What's funny is that in my household, with me and my girlfriend, I am the taller one. So it's funny when she's like, can you reach this? And I'm like, funnily enough, I can, but I can reach it for you, or at least better than you can. 64 months. Also, this Georgina, or Justina, is a fake Justin Stan account on Epic Games, cringe, and mid. How did pairing even become a thing in games? No real world example of that. No, I mean, there is in sword fighting. It's essentially like when someone goes for like a little bit too exotic of a read and you just push their weapon aside. I think it just became like a thing in games. It's like a unique mechanic of fighting where if you time it just right, you can like open up a huge attack for like extra damage. But I believe it's a real thing in fencing. I had a friend who went to college on a fencing scholarship. Stepladder, no, what are you doing? I ask that every day. All right, chat. I think I'm gonna call it there. My voice is actually really hurting now, so I'll peace out. But thank you for the resubs, Doctor. Sorry to end right as you're getting here, but I started a little bit earlier on. We're at like 2.75 hours. And now you have God of Wars where you parry jaws and stuff. Exactly, you can parry anything. There's even that indie dev who parried the nuclear bomb. I'll see if I can find that. Yeah, there's this. We're gonna watch this guy parry a nuke, all right? If you guys haven't seen this, goes hard. Gotta make sure it's set up on both. You can parry the nuke. Pretty lit. I love this. That's so lit. I remember this tweet went like quadruple platinum. Yeah, it had like 235,000 likes on Twitter. It got the guy like a lot of attention for his game. Anyway, peace out, everybody. I'm gonna go send a raid over to someone on Twitch, but